It's episode 177 of Seddy Bimco, part 2, The Revenge. And George is here. George O'Connor, author of Loki and Thor.
Yeah.
And me, Tim Hamilton, author of cartoons and kids' books sometimes. Yeah.
Wow, Tim, you gave us a full interview. I mean, a full introduction. That's great.
And later we're going to talk about a movie made in Hungary called Grizzly 2. Yay.
Oh, Grizzly 2 Revenge.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
Not
name.
even The Revenge,
No,
just
not
Grizzly
the.
2 Revenge.
From 1983.
Kinda.
George.
We'll get into that. Yeah.
But every week I start with an age-old question about revenge so that this show still has a theme. Did the masseuse, listen carefully, this masseuse, she smelled like hamburgers, had curly red hair, a white face with painted red lips, and a yellow M on his shirt.
Wait, they switched gender midway through this.
Sorry. Did the masseuse...
We are all encompassing.
She smelled like... he smelled like hamburgers. He had curly red hair. He had a white face with painted red lips, and he had a yellow M on his shirt.
Reminding all our listeners, gender is but a construct, and however you choose to identify yourself, we here at Seddy Bimco support you fully.
So who did he look like, George? He smells like hamburgers, got red curly hair, white face.
Well, the smell doesn't have anything to do with how they look, so
don't you dare
I'm going to say Pennywise the Clown.
I think you look like Ronald McDonald. This joke has been ruined. It's been stomped on.
He had a customer. I'm gonna guess,
George. He had a customer.
I guess this joke started off already stamped on and not working. But who is this customer? Did the customer have a crown on his head and he had a mustache and a beard and he dressed as a royal figure?
Yeah,
and he also smelled of hamburgers. Was he the Burger King?
Did he? Yes.
And the Burger King was on a date with this girl with red hair and she had pigtails and she also smelled like hamburgers and she was Wendy's.
Yes, she's named Wendy.
Wow.
But Burger King, he went there. Did he ever get revenge on that masseuse? God damn it, did that masseuse ever get revenge on Burger King for asking?
Or Ronald McDonald, as it actually was before I confused you. Yeah,
for a happy ending meal. God damn it.
That's what you're...
song.
It's Seddy Bimco Part 2, The Revenge. The show where we create revenge sequels that nobody wanted.
It's Seddy Bimco, Part 2, The Revenge. We're going to make revenge sequels for these movies. This week, Grizzly 2, Revenge.
Wow, Tim.
Wow.
Tim,
you ruined
I don't
it.
think we could...
Well, you helped it. Burger King.
No.
Burger King was getting a massage from
Yeah.
someone that looked like Ronald McDonald. What's that tell you about Burger King?
And you know what we say in this country is no kings. So, like,
Nope,
the
no
joke
kings.
is, no kings.
I went to the march.
And how was it, Tim?
It was
Did you
good.
see acts of horrendous violence as all those libs were rioting?
I was the act of violence because I caught up with a band that was playing. I'm like, this band, I'm jiving with this band. And I had
oh man, who was it? Was it
just
the
people?
Chili Peppers? Oh, okay.
No. But I had a half empty can of water and a stick, and I was banging it. So I was like the cowbell of the band. I just marched along with them until they turned to me and said, we've already murdered our 2 cowbell players, and we'll do it again.
Oh man, were they MAGA?
No. That's just how annoying I am.
So they really what? But they already murdered 2 people. So it just goes to show you leftists are evil.
Yes.
Yep.
And at the end, when we got something to eat, this was funny.
Did you eat pets?
Yes,
because it's my understanding that's a real problem in cities. Yeah, they were eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Yeah.
But we sat down and had a little bite to eat, and a woman walked by, and she had one of those costumes. It was a unicorn, and her legs were the legs of the unicorn, and there's fake legs, so it looks like she's riding a unicorn. You understand the costume?
Oh, yeah.
And 2 guys were like, love your horse. And she said, it's a unicorn. God damn it.
Wow, she was mad.
No, she said, it's a fucking unicorn. All through the parade, people must have been calling that a horse or something.
She was just sick of it.
But they were like happy. They're like, thumbs up, you go. They didn't get mad at her. Because we were all so violent. Yeah, whatever.
Now, I will share what I did not go to the No Kings March because I love our Lord and Overlord Donald Trump. But that's not what I actually, my book Loki came out and Tim, I'm just going to say this because it just needs to be said.
What?
This weekend, I had a signing, so I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I understand.
I had my 2 worst signings of all time.
Well, how can that be?
In my 2-decade-plus career.
You dropped your pen?
No. It's just, and you know, it was the sort of signings that like the turnout was like so bad that like it made me question myself.
Oof. Well, it was the March.
I had it. Well, no, it was. It's not the March. It's not me either. Although I was feeling it pretty rough.
Okay.
In fact, on Sunday, Saturday was my worst ever signing, and that record held for 24 hours until I had an even worse signing on Sunday.
No.
And there to witness my greatest moment of shame was kind of characters, not really friends of the podcast, but mentioned often, Chris, who never listens to the podcast, and Foofy. Oh. And they were there to see what it was the worst signing I ever did. It was like, and like I was, Tim, I will tell you and listeners, I was shook to my core.
And I didn't go.
That would have made it the best one ever. But luckily, it was bracketed by signings before the weekend and after the weekend, which have been great.
Okay.
I literally had a signing last night. We sold out of books. And it just goes to show you the difference was the bookstores I worked with really fucked up.
Oh, okay.
I mean, literally the one I went to on Sunday, they didn't even have stuff set up. They were like, we don't have an easel for you, but I can hold a clipboard. I'm like,
so they didn't know. They didn't do any publicity either.
There was no signage. It was to say this was. I mean, literally, like I said, in 2 decades, I've never had a signing so bad. So rough week for George.
Well, because it was their fault.
But then I recovered. Yeah. So now I'm back on top of the world again. Sold out of Loki last night.
Was their bookstore? Oh, good. Was their bookstore like the cheese store in Monty Python, where someone comes in and says, "Do you have a book?" And he's like, "No."
I would say it was like the store. Is there a Monty Python skit where like they have a cheese store and nobody comes in and they just sit there and they don't have cheese?
Well,
and they're just there and they just kind of stare into the middle. And then a cheese person comes in and like they're almost crying. Does that happen? Not the the person at the store is almost crying.
You know the sketch, right?
I actually don't know that one.
There is a cheese sketch where John Cleese goes into a cheese store and asks for cheese, whatever cheese he asked for. They're like, no. We don't have any. The cat just ate it. And the whole sketch is there's no cheese in the cheese shop.
Is it always a cat eating it?
Well, that's one of the things.
Oh, I thought it'd be funny if that and like the skit ends like this like morbidly obese cat waddles out and just like diarrhea shits over the floor.
No, it ends where John Cleese says, "I'm going to ask you one more time if you have cheese, and if you say no, I'm going to shoot you." And he says no, and he shoots him. That's I can't believe you never saw this sketch.
No, it sounds like the shooting bit sounds like this was filmed in America.
Yes, but it wasn't.
So you may notice if you're listening that we're being pretty hard on America, but that's because Tim, not only is America falling to pieces as we speak, but we are on our tour of the world.
Yes,
movies from different countries. Yes,
you're segueing, George. You're segueing.
Oh, do you not like when I segue?
I want to say one thing.
You like everything to be as awkward and lumpy as possible, right?
I want to explain to people why I didn't go to your signing.
Oh no, does it need to be said why?
I went to see Atsuko. Whose last name I'm afraid to pronounce. She's a Japanese comedian. She's got a bowl haircut. So if people know who she is, they know who she is. But
yeah, that's not why you didn't go to my signing. You didn't go to the signing because you were at the March. You didn't go to, we were doing Oktoberfest. That's why you didn't go to that.
Okay.
Cut it all out. Cut it all out.
That doesn't matter. I missed Oktoberfest because of Atsuko. She was very funny.
That's good.
But even more funny, 20-year-old girls sitting behind us in the theater.
Uh-huh.
We heard quite a conversation. Because one of them was like, "Oh, you found a man in New York and you're dating him, and you like him," and they're like, "That's never happened to us." And then they went on about how terrible men are, and then they were like, "We just gave up and started dating women." I'm like, wow, you young people have such options. They're just saying like, "Yeah, we just gave up and dated women." That was just like there wasn't any. And they were all like, "Yeah, I know. I was lucky to find this guy." There was no. It was just that was the conversation. That's young people.
That's young people.
Anyway,
I assume anyone I know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. But we're old. I don't know what to say about that.
All right,
let's cut all that so we can use my goods. I had a good segue. Let's cut all that out because that was
George,
crap. Yeah,
do the segue again.
Nope. No, we don't need your story about you doing old man thing, talking like these kids today, they could date whatever they want. They could date a man, they could date a woman, they could date a shoe.
But I didn't know everything was that fluid. I didn't realize.
Wait. Yeah, well,
some people, but not everyone.
Yep.
It's just like all of them. There was a whole bunch of them.
I make when I meet anyone under the age of 30, I assume like they grew up at an age where. Like, I grew up being gay bashed, and I'm not even gay. Like, just because I was like that guy isn't like a big dumb oaf, you know?
Yeah.
Like we grew up in a different time. Like, yeah, there has been some societal progress. I mean, currently it's all being dialed back by Der Fuhrer, but for many years, many decades, there has been. So, like nowadays, kids they say everyone's a bit queer.
Okay.
And I know you and I have had moments where we're just kind of talking. Suddenly our eyes lock and then our face drifts closer and closer. And we're just about to kiss when producer Miss Lee sticks a book between her hands. It's like, nope, no, get back to the recording, fellas. We had a segue. You had to tell an old man story.
That's not an old man story. I just didn't know
old
everybody.
Man story.
I know some. Some are fluid.
Everyone is.
Okay. I learned something.
Even Eric Trump. All right.
He's just fluid, literally. Held together by his skin.
He's just a semi-congealed mass.
The movie, George. What's your segue?
Yep. I
Segue, back us up.
already said the
Do a
segue. We cut on segue.
Does it involve
We've been
bears?
talking. So you've been noticing us,
11
Tim.
minutes.
We're talking. Right. Yeah. We had
It's a
it
big
at
night.
6.
It's a big night.
We had it at 6 minutes. You had to tell your old man story. But here's the segue. You may have noticed here in Seddy Bimco, we've been a little hard on the old US of A lately. And that's because we're currently, first, the United States is burning. We probably won't be here very long. But we're doing a tour of the world. Each week, it's a different country, a different movie. Tim, this was your choice.
It's a cheat, I know, but I couldn't resist because it was actually filmed in Hungary, made with, I guess, American money. That's the whole story about the money and American actors. Okay.
Some American actors. I think this pretty much, this qualifies very, I was fascinated by this and I watched I listened to a lot of podcasts and documentaries about it.
I did that too.
It's a straight up Hungarian director, Hungarian producer, a bunch of Hungarian actors, and then U.S. people. So, this definitely is a Hungarian film. Unlike some movies I can mention, like the quote-unquote Italian film was filmed in that Rat Man we did. No, like this. So, let's talk about it.
Well, let's tell who's in it, because there's some big names like Louise Fletcher, who won an Oscar for
Oscar winner
Nest,
Louise
right?
Fletcher she was Nurse Ratched and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
And Deep Space Nine. She was like a regular recurring character.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yes, she played a nasty priest. You never saw Deep Space Nine.
Nah,
Well, it was a wormhole. The people on the planet were like...
dude, that's the Star Trek one. I was honestly, I was thinking of Farscape.
Oh. Yeah. There's a wormhole where the people on the planet are like, this is our god, and Starfleet's like, they're aliens, okay? And so there's priests.
So what was... Star Trek aliens are always very weird looking. What was
we never
slightly
saw
different about her nose?
Okay. She had a funny ridge on her nose. She's Bajoran, remember? Yeah. She's Bajoran, George.
I
you
like
know
how
Bajorans.
Yeah, in the Star Trek universe, life evolves very similar in all different planets. The only difference might be a small prosthetic piece of rubber stuck to your face. That's just a little different.
They explained that in one episode, George, but this is not a Star Trek episode. So
is it a space seed sort of thing?
Yeah, they found the race that planted people everywhere.
Yeah, how's it explain monkeys being so close to us? How's it explain monkeys being so close to proximity?
Well,
it doesn't make sense. It's all bullshit.
They planted monkey seeds everywhere too.
Monkey seeds too? Yeah, then how come monkeys are so close to lemurs? Did they plant lemur seeds everywhere?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah? All right.
Yes, and. But this isn't a monkey episode, George. Let me segue into bear talk.
Ooh, no, wait, let me tell a story about an old man thing I heard.
George Clooney's in this. Laura Dern, Charlie Sheen.
Their first movies, all three of them.
Did you find the bit about Charlie Sheen that you want to tell?
Charlie Sheen, son of Martin Sheen, had no aspirations in being an actor, but was suspended from high school, so he figured he might as well do this.
Yeah, but did you hear the part where he got the part of Karate Kid, but he also got this part I guess, kind of first. And his dad said, "You got to keep your word. Got to go do Grizzly 2."
No.
Yep, that's on the internet.
Wow.
So
That explains his troubles later in life.
would he be good at Karate Kid? I guess he would have. No?
I wouldn't. No.
I guess the other guy's smaller. You relate more to him.
Yeah. He Ralph Macchio. He was Charlie Sheen's best role remains to this day the guy in the end of Ferris Bueller who's in the detention office and sees Ferris Bueller's sister and they start kissing.
Wow. I haven't seen that movie since the 80s. I could watch it now and not know. I remember a few things, but I could watch it all.
Ferris Bueller, a lot of people know this, was filmed in Uganda, so we could actually do that.
We could do that. Any other actors? Mark Alamo.
You're forgetting actually John Rhys Davies.
That's right.
AKA Sala, AKA Treebeard, AKA Gimli is in this.
After Raiders.
That's what's nuts. This was filmed 2 years after Raiders. I'm like, how did that? You were in that was probably the biggest movie, like the highest grossing movie in the world at that point. And in 2 years, you go from that to this.
Did you see his quote about this?
I read a whole article where he talked about this.
Okay.
He looks back on it quite fondly, but he talks about how insane it was.
He said he overheard the producers talking about the dailies that. They said, we have a problem. They're very repetitive.
It's very repetitive. So here's the back. This is what you need to know. Tim mentioned this movie as being filmed in 1983, and the bulk of it was filmed in 1983. It was filmed in Hungary. There was this woman who was the producer, Suzanne Sikos Nagy, who worked for the Hungarian government, which was behind the Iron Curtain at this point.
Right.
And they were trying to get films made there. So she gets all this money together. She works with this guy named, what is his name?
Was it Joseph
Ford Proctor? Or as
producer.
He was a producer. He was a supposed producer. His one film credit up until this point was a film he had done with Jerry Lewis.
Ooh, which
unfortunately,
one?
Well, it was a movie that never got finished because he had disappeared and stolen the money. Jerry Lewis referred to him repeatedly in many articles at the time as Joseph Fraud Proctor.
Oh, come on.
The news had gotten around. This is in the age before. This isn't before there was Internet. Fast news, especially behind the Iron Curtain. They didn't get this stuff yet. They didn't find this out. So money is arranged for this. They're filming it. They build a 15-foot animatronic bear. Actually, they built 3 bears.
Wow.
Yeah, but one of them was this 15-foot bear. And they decide that this film, you'll hear as we talk about it, the culmination is going to be at this big concert. They put on a concert with, God, I think it was actually 50,000 extras.
This is half concert movie.
Yeah, they do a full-on concert.
Yes.
They film for one day. And then, as Suzanne says in the interview I heard about this, Suzanne Nagy, she gets a call at her hotel the next morning, and it's this guy, Fraud Proctor, and he's like, I want to speak to your husband. Now, mind you, the husband is not an official role in this thing. This is just rampant sexism. There's a lot of this in this story.
Oh.
She's like, what? I'm the producer. He's like, I need to speak to your husband. Her husband goes to this guy's hotel room. He's like, I am leaving the country with all the money. And he does.
Why is he telling
and
that?
Her husband, don't know. Her husband comes back and she says he walks in and he's got a white ashen face. He's like, he left the country with all the money. And he didn't even have the courage to tell her. She's like, what? And so it's this crazy thing. She's like, her husband and this producer guy know. And she's like, well, we filmed one day worth of this thing. I guess that's the end of this movie. And she doesn't say anything yet. But then the next day, a Japanese heart surgeon who I'm not 100% sure on how he heard about this. He comes there and he's like, I want to fund your movie.
Japanese heart
and
surgeon.
She won't say who he is because he never wanted to be identified. He gives her, I think the budget of this movie was originally $3 million. He gives her several $100,000 to keep it going. And they keep this a secret as they're filming this movie. Nobody knows that this guy Proctor ran off with the original money, just as a criminal.
That's what happened in Nightmare on Elm Street too, George. You know that they lost the money while filming.
Did they really?
And then they got it.
It also weirdly kind of happened in Grizzly 1 with a different producer.
Oh.
Like there's we could do like a series of 6 podcasts just telling the story behind this.
Yeah.
She's saying how they're working this film and she's having fake phone calls where she's pretending to talk to him so people don't know. Eventually it gets out. There's all these different things. They finally have to stop filming because of various reasons.
For 45 days, was it? That's what I found.
They filmed for 45 days, but like I know eventually the Hungarian government actually confiscates the bear at one point.
Everything, yeah.
That was actually pretty early. That's why the bear is not in it a lot.
Yep.
You basically only see the bear in that one scene where they filmed that one day.
Well, we see stock images of bears.
And we see a lot of stock images. So then the movie is just kind of, I think there's a print. She makes a print, really rough edit, goes to LA, tries to get funding. That doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. It falls apart. Unfortunately, her husband gets cancer and she spends years taking care of him and he dies. But she's always made this her thing. Like, I want to get this film made. Ooh. She becomes a successful art dealer. This guy, Ford Proctor, keeps appearing. They resolve this legal stuff with the director and her and things. There's so much to it. I recommend listening to this podcast called The Industry. Okay. There was an episode where they did there's an interview with her talking about it. This making of this movie would be a great movie.
I heard he hasn't been seen since the 80s, this guy. That's what I read. I mean,
I think that's so remember how I said the first movie also had something like this happen?
Yeah.
The guy who was the producer in the first movie, the first Grizzly, he disappeared and hasn't been seen since the 80s.
Oh, wow.
This guy, the guy, Ford Proctor, he does turn up several times. He turns up they find him trying to sell a machine to a town somewhere in like the Midwest that turns garbage into fuel. And then they heard of us and he got chased out of town. He's like a con artist.
They chased him out of town.
Yeah, they found in the 80s in Korea, I want to say, or maybe it was Singapore, he was actually selling electric vehicles. He's always doing this kind of dodgy shit. He shows up several times in the story, again, trying to take claim in this movie that he abandoned and stole money from.
I bet
he eventually ends up going to...
Yeah, okay.
He goes to jail eventually.
Oh, I was going to say, he's probably working for our government right now. In our administration, someplace.
If that wouldn't stop him, Marco. He's like, hey, George Santos, why not? No, he's dead now. He finally died. Yeah. And so everything finally gets sorted out in like 2020. She has all the footage. She hasn't seen it in years. She's like, and her whole thing is like, after all this nightmare, she's like, I have to get this movie made. I'm going to do it myself with all my own funding. Okay. And she gets the footage finally. She looks at it and she's like, holy shit, there's like 15 minutes of key footage we never filmed.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't realize it in the decades that had elapsed. All the stuff with the bear, all the stuff. She's like, fuck. So she buys just clips of movies.
Yep.
Like just public domain footage. She said something like 20,000 different clips.
Oof.
And fills it in. Which is funny because there's parts I'm watching this film like, this is really well shot.
I know.
It's good footage of real bears and like what seem to be drone shots of wilderness.
Well, we know right away because the opens with a gun being fired and they show the bullet in CG.
Oh, well, let's talk about this. Yeah. Wow. So one of the scenes they didn't get was so should we just say what the movie's about?
Can I give a synopsis?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
So people know. It's not a very complicated synopsis. A hunter kills a bear's cub, which I didn't even realize till I read the synopsis. But this mother bear
and wounds the bear.
Yeah. And this bear goes on a rampage, basically killing people until it ends up at the festival we talked about, where it meets its demise. And the whole time I'm thinking,
spoilers, Tim.
There's no money to have this bear attack a music festival. The whole time I'm thinking, what's going to happen?
So to go back to what we were just saying, because like this scene, holy shit. We just see footage of bears in the wild, and then like we see a close up of a gun. You hear a fire going off, and we see the worst CGI bullet. Now, I'm no gun guy. I don't think you are either, Tim. But I know that when a bullet is fired, there's the part that's like the cartridge that has the gunpowder, and it fires the projectile. The CGI was the entire bullet. Did you notice that?
So I'm not a gun guy. I just thought the bullet looked odd.
Like, you know, like when you see movies and people shoot a gun, like the cartridge flies out, the part that had the like that entire thing flies, and we see footage of an adorable little cub, and then there's a CGI blood explosion on it. and then there's the CGI explosion of a bear like getting hit. It looks so bad.
Yes, did not fit. Did not fit.
Nope.
Because then we go to Clooney and Sheen and
Laura Dern.
Laura Dern hiking.
Now, did you read how they got this job?
No. I did
So
not.
I'm watching this, and it occurs to me, like, so Charlie Sheen, we always think of, like, he's obviously a Nepo baby, Martin Sheen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm watching this, like, wait a second. The other two are as well. You don't think of it as often, but Laura Dern is Bruce Dern's daughter.
Right. Yes.
And
yes.
George Clooney is Rosemary Clooney's aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Not only are they Nepo babies, there's a lot of people like that, like Nicolas Cage or Emilio Estevez. They don't use the last name. These are people who made the actual decision to use their famous last names. They were specifically cast for this film. It's all three of their first acting jobs because of their famous last names.
Gotcha.
She straight up says it in the interview.
Didn't realize. That is
They're
their
like-
first thing, huh?
Yep, of all three of them, it's their first credited roles.
Clooney then
And-
was on Facts of Life. Clooney was on. Did you know that?
I
was
knew
one of
he
his
was on
early
some
roles.
show. Yeah.
And then Roseanne. He was Roseanne's boss in the first season.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew Roseanne.
Yep.
And Laura Dern was in Jurassic. We know this. So
Our
this
people don't
is,
know that.
but it's just super interesting. This is my first list, Tim,
Oh, a list
because
already.
this was an actual. Yeah, this was a actual effort by the producers to attach some names to this on purpose. So this is a list of other Nepo babies that were considered for roles in this movie and ultimately didn't get them.
Let's go.
Number 1, Dennis De Niro.
Is he real?
Yeah, he's his half brother. Number 2, Sammy Davis Jr. Jr.
Yes.
Number
Damn it.
3, I already mentioned Luke Cage, but did you know he had a little brother, Luke Cage? I said Luke Cage twice, didn't I? I meant
Yes.
Nick Cage. Yeah, he
Nick.
was adopted. He was from Harlem. He was black and had steel hard skin, and he fought crime. Yeah. This one, see if you could guess who this guy is maybe related to.
Ooh.
Ira Schwarzenegger.
Who's he related to?
Yeah. It's tough. Sylvester Stallone is the answer. Yeah.
What?
Here's a good one. Yeah. Donatello DiCaprio.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Named after a different Renaissance artist / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yes, I got it.
Yep. This one is Nicole Nicholson, the niece of Jack. Yeah. There was some sort of Baldwin brother hanging around. Who knows? There's so many of them.
Why not nickel and dime or something? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no, we're stopping. The whole idea is they have famous last names.
Yes, I know.
Nickel and Dimerson, not a lot. Tim, this is why your list always just
That's
go
why my
off the
list
rails.
go off the rails.
You can't
Continue.
keep the plot. All right. And the last one, this one was for you. This one was a little bit of a departure. Let's see if you can guess who. Chip Hitler. That's actually a reference from Mystery Science Theater. They did a movie where Martin Sheen's brother was in it, so they did their fake Nepo list, and the last name they chose was Chip Hitler, and I always remembered that
You
name.
just ripped it off? We're going to get in trouble, George.
But I do want to get a special mention because there actually is another Nepo baby. It's not part of my list. This is somebody who actually is in the movie. And So special mention, special congratulations for nailing a role, unlike all these other people, to Eric Trump, who actually plays a lump of bear shit in this movie. Yeah, he's in many scenes just laying there on the floor looking semi-congealed.
I saw him.
Yeah. He's hard to recognize. He's not wearing makeup or anything. He's just a lump of shit.
We should mention
Yeah.
Deborah Foreman, Chrissy. She's a young girl in this movie. She was in that Valley Girl. I remember her.
Yeah, she was the titular Valley Girl.
She was the titular Valley Girl.
She had a pretty good career. She was in a lot of stuff.
Yep, I recognized her. I remember that face.
She was in Valley Girl, if I remember, with Luke Cage's adopted brother, Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Nicolas Cage match, maybe.
Yeah, again, losing track of what the list is about, Tim.
He married
Famous
a
last
woman,
names.
and her last name was Match.
Okay.
Anyway.
What if his last name was
No.
DeFury? So it was Nicolas Cage
Match?
Fury.
Is he okay?
Yep. Yeah. All right. So go on.
Well, George, where are we here? People in
We're
the woods.
still in
they're
the,
camping. Yes, they're camping.
camping.
The only weird thing about the camping is that George and Laura Dern want to get it on, and they're like, tell Charlie Sheen to just pick up garbage. Go walk around. Pick up the
It's
site.
It's such a weird bit. Like they're like, we're
Don't
gonna have
watch
sex.
this.
Why don't you go? And he's like such a third wheel, and he's like, okay, guys. So he goes further into the cave. He's dragging his sleeping bag behind him and shit. I got so worried. I have never been so worried for an actor as I was for this when George Clooney and Laura Dern were getting in they're stripping down to underwear.
Yes.
I'm like, please don't make them get naked. For
I
this
know.
movie.
I was thinking the same thing.
And it's not that there's anything with being naked on film and stuff, but like, I'm like,
It's the
like,
first.
it's just like you didn't want, like, I'm like we see them in their underwear. If you want to see like 20-year-old George Clooney and Laura Dern in their underwear, hey, watch this movie. But
Cablasto alert.
Cablasto alert, yeah. And if you want to see 20-year-old Charlie Sheen in his underwear, you don't get to see it because he gets eaten by a bear.
Yep. We never see a bear on screen with a person in this movie. It's
nope.
It's just people
we kind of
screaming.
do at the end. At the end, we
Kind of.
yeah.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
there's a lot of creative editing to make this work.
So they're dead. 5
They're all
minutes
dead.
in, they're gone.
Yeah.
I don't know how to talk about this plot. Then there's a man on finds their campsite and drinks their liquor. That's what happens next. And
Ooh, I didn't actually.
he gets killed by a bear. He gets
yeah.
hit by a big furry bear paw. You don't remember that?
Oh, that was funny. Yeah,
Yes.
this part was great because this big furry bear part is clearly a guy just wearing like a fur jacket. Like he moved. It looks like a human throwing a punch. It's so great.
And Dragon, that's Mrs. Fletcher. She's like in charge of the park.
Yeah, So there's this
name
woman,
is
Eileen
Dragon.
Dragon. Yeah. Oh, the park. Did you catch? I only got this from Wikipedia. This is supposed to be Yellowstone.
Yes, I saw that on Wikipedia too. It didn't
Yeah.
say it in the movie at all.
Oh, okay. So, but she's like some sort of. So this is Nurse Ratched. She is some sort of, or Louise Fletcher. I'll give her that. She's supposed to be she's
In
some
charge
sort
of the
politician,
park.
maybe.
Yeah, and she wants to
then
get
she's
back
also-
to Washington.
Yeah. So I thought she wasn't in charge of the park as much as she was like the governor.
I guess it was unclear.
Yeah. Who the fuck knows? She's evil.
She's inviting two politicians to come to this concert, which is young people. It's like Woodstock. It's like young kids camping. And I'm the whole time like, why do these people want to come see this concert? They wouldn't want to come. This is not going to help her. Anyway,
I will say though, I mean, here is some major props to this movie.
Yeah.
A lot of this storyline was very similar to previous Seddy Bimco episodes, Bigfoot 2012 or whatever. Remember where they're playing
concert.
Yeah,
That's right.
where there's like there's a big furry monster is doing murders as a concert's happening. Bigfoot 2012 has like 30 people at the concert.
Right.
This one has tens of. They put on a real concert with real
Hey,
musicians.
they did.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that part of the movie because there's like these 80s bands playing synth dressed up like the 80s. It was kind of fun.
No work, only pleasure. You can be who you want to be.
Listen, there's some poachers. I don't remember their names. There's just poachers. And the man who drank the alcohol and got killed,
Yeah.
he was like the younger brother of one of the poachers.
The way I understand it, yeah. So we there was that scene where the bear got shot in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We never see who does it because they didn't actually record it correctly and they had to fill it in with the footage.
It was bought
He
footage.
is supposed to be this guy.
Yes, he was in modern hunting suit.
There is a group of 5 poachers out there poaching in Yellowstone or wherever the fuck this is supposed to be. And one of them is the little brother of one of these guys. That's him. He is the one who shot the bear.
Okay.
So the bear
Killed him.
kills him at this point.
But so the guy tells the other poacher that your little brother's dead.
Yeah.
And he's like, so you want to go get that bear and get the reward? And the guy's like, what are you talking about? My little brother's just dead. And he pulls out a knife, right?
Yep.
To just stab the guy.
Yep.
And they cut. So I'm not sure if he stabbed the guy because they were still there later in the movie. Were we missing a
they were,
man?
I think it was so many
unclear.
scenes of this movie.
Yeah. Cut
You
out.
could tell they didn't film enough cover for it. Like stuff barrels along at a weird pace. Like the scenes, it's almost like it's like there's like sentences missing between scenes sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I think that was one of them. Like they just kind of didn't get enough footage for it. But yeah, he pulls out the knife, and it does seem. I thought he was going to murder him, like for being the bearer of bad tidings. But he's there later. I think it was probably a scene where he's like, "I'm so mad, I'm going to kill that." It was probably a dramatic scene that just never got filmed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the guy in charge of the park, his name is Nick, right? He's a
Yep.
ranger.
Nick Hollister.
Nick, he finds dead people and They're like,
one of his rangers finds the dead people, and he's talking to all the rangers, all these guys with mustaches.
yes.
And they're sitting around, and they're like, well, we found actually, I don't think they've even found the dead kids yet. They only found the dead poacher.
Yeah.
Because they find the dead kids later, and they're like, well, we had a bear attack. He goes, let me go tell the mayor. I mean, Miss Dragon.
The mayor of
And he
Cape
goes,
Cod.
we have to shut down Amity Island before July 4th. I mean, and she's like, no, of course not. I have a senator and his wife coming. It's very important.
No,
and
she's
like,
talking to Time magazine. I don't know if you heard her.
oh, I know I didn't. Okay.
Really? Because he's like,
no.
But there's a bear killing people. And she goes, listen, I just said I'm talking to Time magazine. She says it like 3 times. I can't believe you missed that.
Okay. So she's like, no, not take care of it. So he's like, all right. He goes back to his guys. There is a scene. There is a woman who is, there's a woman, Samantha Owens. She is the director of bear management.
Yes, that's right.
That's her title.
She loves her job.
Yeah, she loves her job, and she, I guess she's the hoopa of this movie. She's really into bears and stuff, and he goes to her for advice.
She's the
And
hoopa.
a crazy scene. The two of them get into a car with this woman who is only listed in the credits on IMDb as woman reporter. She's in this one scene, and you think, and like obviously this actor split town.
Right.
Which is hilarious is I immediately recognize her because just this past week I was watching an old Mystery Science Theater episode, Devilfish, and that same actress, she's an Italian actress, was playing the lead in Devilfish.
Never saw that movie.
And they're driving along, and then that's when they find the dead kids, right? And the dead kids being George Clooney, Laura Dern, and Charlie Sheen.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
And they're like, and he goes back to Louise Fletcher again. He's like, we found 3 dead kids. She's like, I don't care. Now I'm talking to Newsweek.
Yes.
Each time it's a different magazine.
Now I'm talking to Playgirl.
Oh, Tim, don't use it yet. I know you want to make up a fake centerfold.
No, I didn't do
And
one.
so
It didn't work.
The director of bear management, Samantha Owens, is like, I think we're going to have to, or no, I think Kirk Hollister or Nick Hollister is like, we're going to have to get Bouchard. And she's like, I don't like Bouchard. He's a butcher. And the reporter who was there, she's like, who is this Bouchard? He's a famous bear hunter. He's a world famous grizzly expert from Canada. Once you need a grizzly hunted, you call Bouchard.
Because Pete, the kind of blonde ranger, he was like, oh, I love Bouchard. He's a great guy, wonderful man.
Oh,
Bouchard.
you're right.
He was like in love with Bouchard.
Poor Pete.
Bouchard.
Poor
Poor Pete.
Should we say what happens to Pete? I think we're up there, right? I feel like they probably go back to Louise Fletcher again. Like, we found another dead person. She's like, I don't care. I'm talking a boy's life.
You know why Pete?
Yep.
You know why Pete loves Bouchard so much?
Is this a list or is this
Just some things. He
Okay,
really loved
it's a
him.
list.
He was like,
Yeah,
I love
he
that
did.
man, Bouchard. It's because he once saw Bouchard catch a 50-pound beaver in his teeth while blindfolded.
All right.
He once saw Bouchard teach his pet snake, Tommy, to ride a unicycle.
Okay. Wow.
He and Bouchard once went to a Grateful Dead concert and remembered nothing of what happened until they woke up 3 days later covered in banana peels.
Wait. I don't
And
remember. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Bouchard supplies Pete with all his psychedelic mushrooms.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
Terrible.
What a weird choice to fixate on Pete.
That's all. That's all we know of Pete. He loves Bouchard. Bouchard.
Okay. I realized we didn't mention that throughout this we keep seeing scenes of them setting up this giant concert.
Yes.
And you did mention up front, what's her face?
Valley
Valley Girl
Chrissy
is
in the movie.
Nick's. Chrissy. Chrissy is the daughter of Nick, the ranger, I guess.
Yes.
And she has gotten a job working there. And it seems like it is just a sexual lawsuit waiting to happen.
They didn't
And
film
there's,
the
like, all this-
scenes, but it's suggested because her father tells the people there, like, I want her treated well. Something must have happened. They didn't film, obviously.
There's some weird ass. There's like that weird ass subplot too, where there's like a guy who I swear this is a point I couldn't figure out what's going on.
I know.
Oh, you're gonna get to? Okay, good. If you could get it where it fits, because I didn't write it down. Because I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yes. Can't
All
do
right.
that.
Let's see. So
Now we're back to the poachers. That's what my notes are.
yeah, we
In
are
the
with the
woods.
poachers.
Because their friend has just been mauled and killed by a bear. So what are they doing?
Not just their friend, one of their brothers.
So what are they doing, George?
They're partying.
Drinking. And they're actually playing grab ass. I've never seen it filmed. Did you see it?
Yeah, they were playing grab ass.
Playing grab ass.
These guys are all straight out of Hungarian central casting too. Like, I'm sorry, people just don't look like this in America. Like they do. These guys look like,
It's okay if they're adult men, they can play grab ass. I want to be clear on that. But their younger brother was just killed by a bear.
Well, that's just what's so weird about it, right? Like, I'm just saying, if you're poaching, right? Like, which they made it seem like these were like the sort of guys you would see in Jurassic Park hunting velociraptors on Isla Nublar. They're just like in fucking Yellowstone somewhere, riding around these like very Eastern European looking motorcycles,
starting fires,
like definitely starting fires, shooting animals, I guess. But like, if one of you gets killed by a bear, you probably first they left his body there.
They left everybody's bodies everywhere.
Yeah. It's just like it just doesn't make sense. So they're like, okay,
because then they played pinch ass, and then they played slap ass, then they played kiss ass, and then they played whoops, I accidentally grabbed your dick and yanked on it too much. So, which is okay. They're adults, but I'm just saying their little brother got killed by a bear.
And while that's happening, that's when Tim's hero Pete comes up.
Yes, that's right.
And Pete's like,
Pete.
hey. Oh, we should have mentioned this, I guess. Samantha, the director of Bear Management, which is the title, she has decided that obviously the grizzly doing this is wounded because it wouldn't act this way. And she's also like, he's huge because we see scratches like 20 feet up in trees.
And she wants to tranquilize it. She's the kind person where everybody else wants to kill it. And she's like, no.
And that's why she's against them bringing in Bouchard, because Bouchard is that guy fucks up bears.
She doesn't have a counterpart in Jaws. Nobody in Jaws is like, but we must capture him and show him love. I
feel like she was the Hooper because she was the scientific one.
Yeah.
And there was a scene that was cut out of Jaws where Hooper, when he goes into the cage, he actually tries to tickle Jaws.
Yeah.
But they cut that out because the shark wrecked the cage. They're like, well, we have to do something.
Didn't work out.
Yeah. So the three guys are what was the game called? Whoops! I accidentally pulled your dick too hard.
Yes, grabbed your dick and yanked on it.
I grabbed your dick backside and pulled on it. They're playing that. Three of them are in sight, and Pete, the ranger, comes up, and he's like, "You guys are under arrest for poaching," and he's going to call for help. And one of the 4 Hungarian poachers like comes up behind him and knocks him unconscious.
Yep,
with like a stick.
Take all his equipment and run off.
They accidentally pull his dick.
Yes,
they hop on their they do. They hop on their Eastern European motorcycles, like Soviet era like diesel motorcycles, ride off into the woods going woo woo. Pete wakes up, and then we get like almost like an Evil Dead 2 like footage of like a bear like coming after him, like chasing. He's like he gets killed by a bear.
He runs into a cave at night. I think it was nighttime. And then there's a daytime still picture of him screaming. That's how he died.
See, now I remember him.
You looked away.
I just forgot because like this was one of those movies I wasn't taking notes at the time because you have to experience this movie. I didn't remember him dying in a cave, but I did when I was comparing my notes to Wikipedia. It said he died in a cave.
Yeah.
I think I must have missed him running into the cave and saw the daylight shot and been like, okay.
And then we have like 5 minutes of nature photography to fill. Did you notice that in the middle?
Yeah.
That's called intermission.
There was clearly like, that's what I'm like, I was like, wait, this is clearly stuff that's filmed with the drone, some of this.
Yes.
They didn't have the technology to do this in 1983.
George, I shouldn't do this because there's intermission. It's the return of Tim's non-sequitur moment.
It's pronounced non sequitur.
Or non sequitur, as it would be in the normal word. But Tim has his own pronunciations and language.
So, George, don't type into the computer because I have one little question for you at the end of this. And I know you're going to look it up.
Getting ready to type into the computer.
This segment is when we talk about something has nothing to do with the movie that I looked up. I looked up the favorite movies of our presidents. Dwight Eisenhower, he liked High Noon. Kennedy was Spartacus. That was his favorite movie. And
these all sound like they could be real.
They are real. And I'm glad what I'm going to ask you is Gerald Ford. His favorite movie was from the late 80s, early 90s. You want to hazard a guess what Gerald Ford's favorite movie is? And do you know what Gerald Ford is famous for? Like
falling downstairs and playing football.
Yes.
I'm going to say Rudy.
No.
No?
Was Rudy a football player?
Wasn't Rudy the one? It was like the fucking Hobbit kid. Like
No, I don't know that movie, but that's not the one. His favorite
Okay,
movie.
what is it?
Home Alone. Loves watch that little kid inflict injuries and watch people fall downstairs, I guess, because he fell down the stairs.
I'm going to choose to think this is true because that doesn't really make sense as a punchline.
No, this is just facts.
Wow.
It's just facts. Yeah, because he fell down the stairs a lot. I think it's funny. That's what he likes. Like some.
I don't care for Ford. I don't have a strong opinion of him. I think it's pretty weak ass that he I think he's our only president who's never been elected because he just filled out Nixon. I think it's pretty weak that he pardoned Nixon, but that makes me like him more with the belief, which I may see. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah?
Also, not the punchline. Trump's favorite movie. It's that one. It's that one called. Jump on me. Joe accidentally walks in on his stepsister while she's in the shower. It's a short film.
I thought it was he just liked the part of Willy Wonka with Augustus Gloop because he's like, that's me.
True.
I'm Augustus Gloop.
And that's the end.
The end.
So they find Bouchard.
Oh my God. So we have to talk about Bouchard. So Bouchard is played again as we didn't say who John Rhys Davies played. He's played by John Rhys Davies. Like 2 years off of fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like I said, probably the highest grossing movie of all time. A star-making turn. The guy had a great career, but somehow took a while, I guess.
And he put his all into this character.
Yeah. So he is... I wrote he's doing Quint from Jaws mixed with Hawkeye from Last of the Mohicans.
Yes. Because they say he's French-Indian, so...
Yeah, he's got kind of like a vaguely French accent going on, the French-Canadian accent. But he's also kind of got a Quint accent going on. He also sounds like John Rhys Davies, so he's got this booming voice.
And somebody said something later that if you missed, I'm going to bring it up because I don't know if you've heard it about him. We'll get to it. So yeah, he's a famous hunter.
We meet him like where for some reason there is a car that's trapped under a tree. Or the path is
Nick and Samantha, right? Is that who finds him?
Yeah, because the reporter lady disappeared from the movie.
She fell off.
I think she overheard the phone call that wait, the producer left all the money. Right. Fuck you, I'm going to go film Devilfish. She's pieced out of this movie.
Yes, there's a tree blocking the road, and Bouchard is there. I don't know what he was doing, but
and he picks up the tree
like Superman.
So apparently Bouchard has superhuman strength. It's really funny too. Like we see him lifting, like and he's acting so good. And we cut to like clearly a tree being lifted by a crane as it goes. So I'm like, so am I to believe John Rhys Davies is 20 feet tall? Because that's how tall you'd have to be to lift that high.
Yes.
Oh, and I can't believe to mention is Bouchard refers to himself continuously in the third person. He goes, Bouchard will help you get this tree off your car.
He doesn't want to help them. Because
no, he's very scornful.
Like,
he keeps thinking like they're city folk. Like Bouchard thinks you do not understand sharks. I mean bears. and she keeps dropping factoids. She's like, yeah, well, there's scratches 18 feet up. He's like, no, there's not. Yeah, and the Pats have. Oh my God, when they show the bear footprint, it's just a big footprint.
Yes,
it's got human feet. But she's like, it's got 5 toes. He's like 5 toes, eh? And she goes, yeah, and it indents into the ground this heavy. So this far, so it's got to be heavy. He's like, Bouchard will help you.
No, it's the one, but it is the one where she says the back footprints are 8 feet apart, and he goes, oh, 8 feet.
He asks, goes, how far apart are back footprints? She goes, 8 feet. He goes, Bouchard help you. But so he agrees to help them, but we have to say his methods don't align with Director of Bear Management Samantha Owens.
No, but what does he call the bear? As soon as he hears this big, he's like, "This is Demon Bear, bear from hell." Immediately.
Oh, and also it's like so she's like, "We're gonna tranquilize these." No, we put poison stakes around, like we do giant bear traps. He's got all these, and he keeps. I'm going to cut ahead a little bit here, Tim, because I have a list.
Me too.
He keeps telling fucked up stories about all these bears he's killed.
Oh.
He's telling this story. Do you have the same list?
Similar, but we'll see.
He tells like this time, like about like one time Bouchard went into woods and killed 18 grizzlies. We put rope around neck and rope around leg and pulled them. And she's like, oh, why do you say these horrible things? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell you a list of fucked up stories Bouchard told about bears. You all ready? All right.
I used up all my bear jokes last week when we had a movie with a superhero bear in it. So
I know, go. Well, it's funny you mention that.
I hope you got
Number one, Bouchard just played her the recording of Timothy Treadwell from Grizzly Man.
Oh no.
I don't think you should ever listen. Wait, let me see if we can do it. I can do a Werner Herzog.
Oh, I gotta go, Jim.
I can't do a Werner Herzog right now. I used to be able to do it. I lost it to do a Bouchard.
You should not listen to this.
You should never listen to this. He told this time, one time the Bears won the Super Bowl and all these people rioted in downtown Chicago. That was pretty fucked up.
I like that one.
He told about this one time the Siberian guy was turned into a werebear by Dr. Aratov, who was like this mad scientist who looked like a bald Mike Pence with a muscular baby body.
Oh, no one's going to know that.
If they listen to last week's episode, they will.
They might.
Reference to last week's episode, Guardians. There was this one time he was telling her about this bear. It wanted some honey, so it like rolled around in the mud and it grabbed a bunch of balloons and it flew up on a tree next to the.
It didn't get its head stuck in the tree?
No.
Okay.
It was pretending to be a rain cloud, and it had Bouchard go around the bottom, and Bouchard goes, "Tut tut, Bouchard, think it looked like rain."
Okay.
That was. Then he told this fucked up story. A bear and a squirrel were shitting in the woods, right? And the bear goes to the squirrel, "Man, does the shit stick to your fur when you shit?" And the squirrel says no. So the bear grabs the squirrel and wipes his ass with it.
Wow.
That's a fucked up bear story. And then the final one.
Yeah. Does it have to do
He
with
told
me?
this story about one time at a picnic. Bouchard had like a big picnic in Jellystone Park, right? 1,100 men went to the picnic. Only 316 men come out, and the bears took the rest.
You got me.
All right.
Did he have a story about being a bear in the woods, and he blabbermouthed about the bear's sexual orientation, and it really annoyed the bear because the bear wasn't ready to come out of the closet. The bear wasn't ready to come out of the closet yet.
Wait, was this your list? Are you segueing directly to your list? Let's hear the rest of this garbage.
That's not my list.
That sucks.
I got a list about Bouchard.
All right,
because in one part of the story.
Wait, is this appropriate time for Bouchard's list?
Yeah, it is. This whole story thing.
Okay, and let me just say, anytime Bouchard refers to himself, remember, he will not say I or me. He has to say Bouchard.
Bouchard. Okay.
All right.
So he also is boiling the traps. Bouchard also is boiling the traps. And Bouchard says, "A pine needle falls in the woods. An eagle sees it. A deer hears it, but the bear smells it." So my list is,
by the way, folks,
true.
This is not a joke. Tim saying he's boiling all his traps in various things because bear use nose. Yeah.
So this is just a short list of his other advice he has for the forest, because he's very wise.
Yes.
There's other sayings he has about the woods. He said, Bouchard says, if French skunk sees cat with white stripe on his back, it will sexually harass it endlessly. That's one.
Although most of the time that doesn't happen in the woods. More like Parisian cafes, but yeah.
If a hunter corners a duck in the woods, the duck will insist that it is rabbit season, and vice versa.
So if a duck confronts a hunter in the woods, it'll insist it's hunter season?
Yes.
Okay.
If a mother deer is killed in the woods, all the other animals, like the cute bunny named Thumper, will help raise it.
Oh. We started out doing the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes. Now we're segueing to Disney. All right. Okay. What next?
That's it. 3.
That's it? Oh, 3. Okay.
Have to be smart like bear. We got to European music now. Because half this movie is concert stuff.
I have a question.
Bands. Yeah?
There is the huge concert thing, but my notes that I got off of Wikipedia says at some point the bear roams the forest, finds the poachers, and kills them easily.
He does. I think they see those bodies, right? That's the bodies we see. Bouchard.
I do remember seeing where a hunter is hit against a tree and is impaled on the tree. And that's pretty much all I remember.
That's the poachers, I believe.
Yeah.
Bouchard finds them.
But let's talk about the concert film that this movie is. The one day of real filming they got in.
80s music. I got all their names at the end of my document. You have them here?
No, I actually was going to do that, but when you sent me the link to the one band, I'm like, you obviously did the work already. Yeah. Who are best known for doing that song, I Eat Cannibals. It's incredible.
Where'd I put
I eat cannibals. Which I told Tim this offline. I'll tell you all. My grandfather was obsessed with this song.
I never heard of them.
Yeah,
wow.
My grandfather was like he was a real media nerd. He was the first guy in the area to get a VCR. He would trade like bootleg tapes with people and stuff. He was like really into this stuff. And like, even though, he was an older guy than the MTV generation was normally shooting for, he was a big proponent of MTV and other shows like that where they played music videos, and he would like to tape them. And I remember him getting this one and being like really into it. He's like, it's so funny because they like to eat cannibals. That makes them cannibals. I think because they were 4 hot ladies, maybe 5 hot ladies. My grandfather's musical, like he was also like, he'd be taping all the Duran Duran videos and shit. He was like, yeah. He had a pretty amazing video collection.
Did he have a tape?
I also said,
Did he have a tape of the Kennedy assassination? Did he have a
no, Tim.
Okay.
No. All right, so let's hear the bands that can you actually tell?
Female band is Toto, Coelo. Colio?
Yeah. They were like a
new wave group.
Super new
English.
wave.
There was a Scottish synth band called Set the Tone, and a Hungarian group called KFT. And in fact, that band appeared. They filmed them in the 1920s. If you notice, the band had gray hair and looked older. Close-up shots. Yeah. That was the band. It was young kids. I read this that were in the film in 1983. They're still together. And I was like,
really?
I was like, yeah, that guy's got a.
Oh, you said 1920s. You meant 2020s.
Sorry, 2020s.
Yeah, because there's like this old guy singing, and he keeps looking right at the camera, and that's so funny.
Because he had a hair bun. I'm like, no hair buns were invented for white men before.
Yeah, also
20s.
like what we see in these bands, like he's clearly 40 years older than everybody else at the concert. All right. I actually have a couple of things to add to that then, because from listening to the Suzanne Nagy, the producer's thing, she kept saying that the biggest band they got was a band called Nazareth.
Really?
And like they were apparently really well known. Nazareth was there, and she was really happy about that. And she said at least 2 of the bands were just stuff that they made up for the concert. Yeah, she said 2. And I have a list of bands that appeared at the festival. Are you ready? Number 1, the Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh.
Number 2, Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow. I didn't think of that
3, They Might Be Grizzlies. 4, 3 Bear Night. 5, Snoop Barry Bear. 6, the Honey Drippers.
Nice.
That's real bad. Yeah.
Wow.
Number 7, they also got a little classical music in there. Leonard Bernstein. And the 8th and final headliner was Ice Cub.
Damn it. Damn it. Wait till you hear my bear bands later, everybody.
It's going to be later?
Yes.
Why not now?
You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
Oh, okay.
Well, I do have notes here. The poachers did dig a ditch to catch the bear, but then they're just murdered. Remember that? They're digging a hole. Well, we have to hear a story. He's like, my brother, he looked up to me, and that's why he got into poaching. Now he's dead.
And doesn't he shoot one of the poachers into the ditch for some reason?
By accident, because the bear does show up.
Yeah,
and he just picks up the gun, shoots the other guy, and then the bear kills them.
I will say these action sequences were really hard to parse what was going on because they did not get to film these before the Hungarian government stole the bears. So you kind of sometimes get clips of real bears.
Yeah, just
they apparently flew in a bear at one point, a trained bear that was it was good at charging and making a growling. And so they have scenes of that, but they couldn't have it in the same scenes as the actors. So we have that kind of happening.
And just imagine, George, I don't know if you can remember this far back, George and I watched a lot of the Spider-Man TV show from the 70s. There was an episode where a man had a bear on his land, and we saw more bear-human interaction on that episode.
Yeah, and it was
this movie.
Yeah.
Spider-Man fighting a bear.
Do you remember we did a movie, Claws?
We didn't do that, did we? Oh, Claws, yes. Yeah. We saw bear
we did another Bear Jaws movie. I thought it was Grizzly. Like
Claws.
I'm pretty sure we saw the bear sequence in Castle of the Creeping Flesh had more bear and human interaction than this. Yeah.
Wow.
Folks, if this is somehow your first episode of Seddy Bimco and you haven't turned it off after my puns, like go back. There's so much bear footage to be seen.
It's a long episode, people. because this movie, we loved it.
This is a good episode though. Like this is. I didn't say this up front, Tim. You really found like the best possible movie. Like this.
Thank you. I love this.
This movie was so perfect that like I feel like we could do like 5 episodes on it.
Well, then Chrissy, here's the one you wanted to talk. The scene you wanted to talk about. Chrissy, she talks to he's the lead singer of the band, by the way. I've read this. She talks to the lead singer of the band, and out of nowhere,
Tim, I didn't even recognize that as Chrissy.
Oh yeah, it was Chrissy.
Okay,
she's our young teenage girl, and obviously they didn't film this, but she's like, we spent a lot of time together. I want to talk to you. We spent a lot of time together. We had fun, and that's all she says. And the guy's just like, listen, Daddy, I'm a rebel. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a juggler. I'm a clown. I'll be gone tomorrow.
Yep. This guy, I swear to you, did not appear anywhere in this movie before or since.
He was the lead singer of the band, I guess. He had the glasses.
Which band?
on.
Like the fake band or a real band?
I don't know. He had glasses. That's why I didn't recognize him.
Was he Barry Manilow?
Yes.
Okay.
He had the sunglasses. I do remember him, seeing him.
Okay.
He sang, I forget what song he sang. But yeah.
I was full on confused when this happened.
Obviously they had a relationship and he just dumped her.
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, look, Suzanne Nagy, you did a great job resurrecting this film stuff. I get that this was some of the footage you have. Cut it out. There was nothing framing this. Like before or after. You can't have this scene.
But it was good because he's like, I'm a juggler. I'm a gypsy. I'm a clown. I'm not worth it. He was so serious.
I'll be gone tomorrow. I remember he had a weird ear. I kept staring at his ear during it. I was like, oh, that's a weird ear.
When she walked away, he just leaned back and like started reading a book or something. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think they just forgot to hit cut, and he just went. That's what he was doing between takes.
So we do meet the old people that Nurse Ratched invites. They're old. They're old. They're like British people. They're like British royalty.
Like I would say in their 60s, or since this was filmed in '83, probably in their 30s, but they look like they're in their 60s.
And again, this concert looks like Woodstock. It's just tents and cars, and like, why do they would not want to come to this?
Lots of 20-year-old Eastern European kids there.
They don't even move. They show them watching the concert. They just smile.
Yeah. They're just sitting there smiling. And so somehow they know that the bear is coming to the concert.
How did they know that?
Yeah,
I don't think they know that. There's fireworks at the concert because night falls. And
isn't it something that they think that Bouchard's like, Bouchard thinks bear will come here because of smell?
I forget. A bear does chase Samantha and Bouchard shoots it.
Oh my God.
And they're like, it's just like out of Jaws too. It's like, nope, it's the wrong shark.
And this is a weird little scene. And when Tim says a bear chases her, we have footage of her running. We have footage of her climbing up something. We have footage of Bouchard shooting something. And we have a footage of her being sad. We never see a fucking bear. We're told that a bear chased her. It wasn't the bear. So, so the concert's going on. We see conservatively like 20 minutes of acts probably.
Yeah. There's they sing a song. The female song sings a song about drinking the milk from the coconut. They drink the milk from the coconut. Here, see it?
They were good. I mean, it's so funny. Like I had this dimmest memory of my grandfather loving this song when I was a kid, and I like maybe about a year ago was like, "Is that song real?" And I looked it up and found it. I was like, "Holy shit!"
I did not like their choreography.
I'm pleased they got there. Nope, their choreography was basically them walking back and forth.
Louise Fletcher. She's like, I think the concert looks crappy. Can't you fix it up? And it did look crappy. The stage was just black curtains hung over a piece of wooden board. I was like, wow.
I think that was Louise Fletcher. That was, again, between acts. That was her being like, I want a fucking Oscar. What am I doing in this crap? Well, I was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. God damn it.
Oh, here's the thing that I wondered if you heard.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that.
Before the poachers die, out of nowhere, they're like, I think they heard that Bouchard was coming. They're like, oh, Bouchard's coming, you know? They're all like, oh, Bouchard. Sorry, I'm saying his name wrong. And one guy just says, he says, yeah, his children were killed by bears once, so now he's gone insane.
His wife and kids were killed by a bear.
Yes. And they said he thinks he's an Indian now. And I'm like, is Bouchard just an insane man? Is he really a French Indian hunter? You heard that, right? They just said
didn't hear
he went insane. He thinks he's an Indian.
Yeah,
Sorry,
because
that's
he
what
also
they said.
talks about mystic stuff. Yeah, and like he talks about like the voice of the forest and stuff. Like, all the typical shit that people like to put in Native Americans' mouths.
So yeah,
that's weird too. That's we just heard that little bit that he's got a personal grudge against Grizzlies because
Bouchard has been saying
daughter.
Grizzlies are from hell. You'll learn.
Yep.
They're demon bears. I
So
thought that might have been a plot
Bouchard-
point that he was Bouchard. I can't say his name right.
Yeah,
Bouchard.
You're saying it. You're pronouncing it like it's spelled, but forget that ch is a chard. It's a sh. Let's cut to the chase. Bouchard.
Cut to the chasing.
They had the concert's been going on, so the bear is arriving at this point.
I have one more thing to say about the concert, George.
yeah.
I watched this on the big screen. You know what I saw on the back of some jackets in this concert? Confederate flag. And do we know why some Europeans wear Confederate flags? Do you know?
I don't know.
Because they're not allowed to wear the swastika. And that, for some, some of them use that as a replacement.
Well,
not every country, but I heard that's kind of in Germany. So
it's funny because people who have Confederate flags here, I feel like they're doing the same thing.
Yes, they're doing the same thing.
It's almost like the Confederate
everywhere.
bag. It's almost like that was the I don't know. It was like the symbol of a bunch of fucking traitors who rebelled against the federal government and wanted to enslave human beings. It's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah. That's fucked up. All right, so Dragon is sitting there, Louise Fletcher with the senators watching this. They're pretending nothing's going on. Nick Hollister, the sheriff guy, Samantha Owens, the head of bear management, director of bear management, Bouchard, the guy who helped organize the concert, who we just kind of forgot to mention.
That's right, because at one point a Jamaican shows up and he's trying to sell some drugs.
Oh my God, I forgot the Jamaican selling drugs bit. Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He said, I smell a concert.
Yeah.
I can do that voice again.
But all these people, they're at the concert and like, the bear's coming. We have to stop it. And they kind of split up and
fireworks go nuts. We never see why.
Fireworks are going off, but
they go nuts.
The concert's still going on.
They start hitting the trucks and starting a fire. You didn't notice that?
Yeah.
They actually set a person on fire. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, a person goes running. He's on fire. He's like, oh. I'm pretty sure there's a Wilhelm scream.
And they drive up with their Jeep, and because of fireworks, they wreck the Jeep.
Yep. And then Bouchard faces off against the bear.
Well, the bear gets to the concert area.
Yeah, it's at the concert, but it seems as if there's two stages. Like there's the main stage where like the band's playing and Louise Fletcher and the senators are watching. And then there's another stage behind it, which was clearly filmed another day or something. Yes,
because Nick sees a forklift and jumps in it. He's driving it. It's slow. It's a forklift. Do you remember this?
No.
You don't remember Nick? He got in a forklift, and Samantha's like, "No, Nick," and the bear knocks him over. I mean, you don't see the bear, but the forklift's getting.
Yeah, this is
why I can't believe you missed that.
I remember. I want to talk about Bouchard. What happens to Bouchard?
Oh, yeah, he had the most action.
He faces off against the bear, and he's got like his
hatchet.
He's gonna like fight him hand to hand. He's got a hatchet, and the bear like punches him, and he goes flying like 20 feet through the air and gets impaled on like a pole. And it's surprisingly gruesome. There's like a little chunk of meat inside the pole.
Yeah.
But he seems to still be alive.
But he jumped on him first. You missed that. That's the most we saw of the bear, a big rug that he jumped on with a hatchet.
Did you miss right.
That?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, this is I should mention, this is the only scene that they actually had the robot bear for. So we have a lot of scenes of people running around as this like landscape's burning, and you see a big robot bear. You see it from the head up, and you see it in the foreground going, rawr, rawr.
Because everything's on fire for some reason from the fireworks.
Because the fireworks, yeah.
People.
At some point, Nick finds his daughter. He's like, "You have to go hide." She's like, "Okay," and then she runs and hides.
Oh no! Before this happens, she's driving home. This is a whole plot that obviously didn't get filmed. And he says, "Take the highway. I don't want you in the back roads with this bear loose." And she's like, "Okay, Dad." And that's the last we see of her. Don't
we see her at the concert when it's all going nuts?
No, she drove away. I'll bet you she got attacked by a bear.
Oh, maybe that was Samantha Owens, the director of bear management.
Yes. Yes. She's told to go hide because she's a woman.
So Bouchard's dead. Nick's running around. I noticed for the first time he has bell bottoms on. I'm like, hey, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees a box that says high voltage.
Yes.
And because we don't really ever get to see him and the bear together, somehow he knocks the bear or tricks the bear into hitting the high voltage.
Biting it.
And then that kills
just
the
like
bear.
Jaws 2, George. That's how they kill
Oh, you're
the
right.
shark.
He does get it to bite it, just like Jaws 2. Oh, you're right. Which I wonder if that had been out already. Yeah, probably
I think it was.
Yeah, because this is 83. The Jaws 2 must have been like in the 70s or very early 80s. And we see the only maybe full body shot we see of the bear. It's like the robot laying on its back from overhead. It's all tied up in wires. It's just going like,
it's on
like
the back
wiggling.
of a stage somehow, right?
Yeah.
Because you want to give away the last line of the movie?
No, you do it, please.
I thought you were going to do it.
Nope.
The two politicians with Nurse Ratched are like,
Lee Switcher, yeah.
Is that supposed to happen? And she gets up and she just says, yes, it was. And the
claps.
end. Yeah.
And they all act like it was part of the show, and they all clap, and that's the end of the movie.
The end.
You were very thorough in your plot of this, Tim. I was like just skipping, because I wrote the notes after the fact. But you really, I could tell you like this movie. You had every detail in there.
I totally skipped Hungarian laws, George. But let me quickly tell you what the joke was. They're all coming to America soon. That's the kind of laws they have in Hungary.
Well, let's say Hungary back then, yeah. Like, they haven't been under the Iron Curtain for years, but let's just say America is well on its path to oppressive dictatorship. Yeah.
Now we have the part of the show where Tim and George talk about how this movie is like Star Wars and Labyrinth.
So how is this movie like Star Wars? This is a little more of a behind-the-scenes thing, because remember we said the Hungarian government, they seized all the equipment from the set and the Grizzly robots. And I read, it's rumored that they were put in a warehouse and that warehouse caught on fire and destroyed them. That's what I read. Well, coincidentally.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Yeah. What does that have to do with Star Wars?
I said, this is a behind the scenes, how is it like? So, coincidentally, George, on the set of Star Wars, Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen were stored in a warehouse while they were not being used on camera. That warehouse burned down. That's why they're all burned up on Star Wars, Originally, they were going to come with Luke, and they would have been on the Millennium Falcon, like saying, turn up the thermostat, it's cold.
I would have loved to have seen Uncle Owen in the cantina.
Yes. He went there all the time, you know it.
Yeah, that got fucking drunk. When you said that, the reason I asked the question was I thought like something very famously got burnt in Star Wars, and then you were just acting like I should have known it. Like,
yes, something did.
Now we get it. All right. And to counter Tim's incessant mentioning of Star Wars, I like to compare it to 1986 Jim Henson masterpiece Labyrinth. And I didn't have anything to find this. Like Labyrinth had state of the art animatronics. So did this. That bear, those 6 or 7 minutes of that bear we get to see at the end when it's just a head going, Rawr. That was Jim Henson Creature Shop would have been proud.
Yeah.
All right.
Good one, George.
Thank you.
Wherever you are, wherever you're hiding, I'll find you. I'll get you.
Revenge.
I'll just do revenge first, because you know it's coming.
Yep.
As we saw at the end, Dragon and her guests from Washington see the giant bear. And Dragon,
wrapped up in wires going, Rawr, Rawr.
Dragon has to say that's what was meant to happen in order to keep the job.
Yeah.
In order to save face. And also she says, well, I'm going to get revenge on that Nick. I'm going to make a big bear theme park here because I got to keep the illusion going. This is supposed to be part of it.
Is that revenge or is that just saving her own skin?
And saving her own skin and revenge on Nick. He won't like this, right?
Wow, both at once.
Opening a bear theme park in Yellowstone, now that I know it. So, she wastes money building a park initially called Grizzly Land, but it took a long time to open. When it opened in the 90s, they ultimately called it Pharastic Park. Pharastic Park, George.
Good Lord.
They had a giant mechanical bear and a giant mechanical...
But it got stolen by the Hungarian government on the first day?
No, not this one. And a giant mechanical Theodore Roosevelt that would loudly proclaim, "Bully, I dubbed that bear Teddy." And they...
I'm glad I kept wanting to work at Teddy Roosevelt joking there and never did. I'm like, I'm missing... That's the biggest part of bear lore, and I don't have it.
It is.
All right.
They had a nude beach at the lake called Bear Necessities. They had a gift shop, also called Bare Necessities.
How is Bare Necessities spelt in each of these occasions? I want to know how the joke works.
Just regular way, George.
Which is the regular way? B-A-R-E or B-E-E-A-R?
Oh, B-E-A-R. It's a verbal joke.
Yeah, well, I wanted to know how to laugh.
The gift shop only has one magazine, George. It's called Bare Necessities. It was full of naked
You've
pictures
used Bare
of
Necessities
bears.
3 times.
It was full of naked pictures of bears. What would you call it? They had a saloon at the park. It was called Don't
Bare
Lose
Necessities?
Don't Lose Your Bearings. Don't
okay.
lose your bearings. They even had an on-site dentist, George. It was
called Bare Necessities?
Grin and Bear It.
All right.
And they would have big musical acts, George. Musical acts.
Oh, your bands! Let's compare them.
But here's what I did. I shoehorned it in to appear at this park. They were required to alter their names to bear-themed names while at the park. Thus, they had Bear Bon Jovi, Grizzly and Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, I almost did a Hootie and the Blowfish, and I didn't because it didn't sound good, and you just proved it doesn't. So,
Grizzly Bear Naked Ladies, yeah. Grizzly Bear, and Grizzly Bear.
Yeah, I had Grizzly Bear in my list and took them off because they were real.
Well, all was well at this park. Till one week, they had a big musical fest. The people came like they might be giant bears, and the Grizzly Strokes and Paul McCartney and Bears. And the Scorpions came, but they refused to alter their name because it sounded stupid. But this weekend, there was a giant storm. The park was flooded.
Oh, no.
But luckily, they had a boat they used on the lake. It was called Floating Reliable Old Glory. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
All the bands got in the boat and headed down the stream to safety.
Okay.
But the captain, knowing that the name of the boat was an acronym for Frog, and seeing that the band The Scorpions was on board, had to talk with that band. He said, you wouldn't be planning to plug your high-powered guitar amps into the electrical system of this here boat, would you? Because that would
I was so proud of you for once mentioning Scorpion without the Scorpion Frog story. Like you couldn't help yourself.
They said, no, we wouldn't do that. That would blow the electrical system, and we would be powerless to avoid the deadly rocks that would doom us all. So, the captain, assured that they would not do this, went up to his steerage and put his hands on the steering wheel, but unknown to him, a scorpion of the arachnid kind was on the steering wheel, and it stung the captain. And the captain slumped over the wheel and steered the boat straight into the rocks, dooming them all. Except for that scorpion, who floated on one of the Scorpion band members' unique floating guitars.
Nice.
This movie's called Grizzly Forever, because I couldn't think of a better name. That's it.
What is that a reference to?
I don't know.
Tim. I got to stop letting you go first because everybody's going to turn it off and not hear mine.
Even say.
Here's my sequel.
Say that every
Mine's
week.
a little meta. You ready for this?
Meta.
So this one opens up. Suzanne Nagy, the woman who was the producer who made this film, who made it her life's work. Not like the only thing she did, but it was a thing she was going to get done. She's like, I'm going to make a sequel to Grizzly 2 Revenge. She recruits Deborah Foreman, who played Christy Hollister, the teenage daughter of Nick in the original film, who's now, I looked her up, she's 63 years old. That's going to be the main character. And the movie is the great grandcub of the bear from this movie, because she had 2 kids, she just left the other one at home.
Right.
Is out for revenge.
Okay.
And she's like, and this could be an echo of the other film, so we're going to have a music festival.
Okay.
We're gonna and Suzanne's like, we're gonna film this movie at a music festival, but you know, in order to save money, like then they learned their lesson the first time with all those creating their own music festival. That was like a big thing.
Do you need
more
bear themed names, George?
I don't know, because they actually they decide they're just gonna film it at an existing music festival.
Okay.
Unfortunately for them, they decide to film it at the off delay, but at the time this movie's filmed, finally on Fire Festival 2.
Oh.
So they're all trapped on a desert island off the shore of Mexico somewhere where, wouldn't you know it, just like a Scream movie or something,
right?
All the people, the only food they get is one piece of honey, one piece of bread, and a little bit of honey, which calls in a real bear. And all the concert goers are getting picked off one by one by the bear.
Nice. That's a good
Yeah.
plot.
Yeah, and then at the end, just as all looks lost, the bear is advancing on both Suzanne and Deborah Foreman, a.k.a. Chrissy Hollister, when a helicopter comes down. Wouldn't you know it, it's George Clooney, and he has a case of Casamigos tequila with him. He gets the bear drunk, and the day is saved. Unfortunately, then the footage is immediately confiscated by the U.S. government because this was too woke.
Right.
And then in a postscript scene, there's a vault that opens up in the year 26-2, and everything you see is just burnt ash and destroyed. And there's a man walking down the blasted landscape, and he comes to the remains of a giant statue buried up to its head in the sand. It's half covered. And he goes, "You did it, you damn fools." And it's a picture of Trump's face.
Oh.
And then suddenly some bears on horseback appear, grab the man, and eat him. And this movie is called Grizzly 3D. This is in 3D.
Nice. You know
Nice.
what? I almost did the meta story where they made another movie that the film got disappeared. And I was going to do Woodstock 2. You picked the right concert.
I will say, having listened to a couple podcasts and stuff about this, like it's such a disappointment to me that somebody hasn't done an actual real documentary about the making of this film. Like, I want to see that movie. So in real world, I want to see the sequel that is just like the making of Grizzly 2 Revenge.
It's probably the three most famous people just don't want to talk about it, probably. So it might be hard. I don't know.
I think actually there is an article I read where it was George Clooney and Laura Dern joking about it.
Yeah. They may not want to sit down for a documentary, but I don't know.
I mean, you don't need him in it much. Like, I mean, and what's his face? John Rhys Davies, he's talked about it, and I think Louise Fletcher's passed on, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right.
But I want to get Suzanne Nagy in particular. I want like someone just to piece this together. Like the whole story of the making of it is amazing. Suzanne Nagy or anybody related to this, if you're listening, this was one of my favorite movies we've ever done here. Please write to us at Seddy Bimco at the end with gmail.com.
I enjoyed it too.
Tim, I'm going to do a segue. Is this going to mess you up?
Well, the show's over.
Speaking of writing to us, is there any mail?
There is no mail. I'm looking at it
There
right
is
now.
no mail. Boo! All right.
What do you get?
So I guess it's my chance to choose for next time.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about this film.
2 weeks to Thanksgiving. What do you got? Halloween's over, by the way.
Halloween's over. Aw, it was good Halloween.
What did you dress up as, George?
I think I'm going to go as a werewolf. I don't know.
Okay. You went as a werewolf.
I've done it before. I'm just recycling. I'm very tired, everybody. I don't have time for that costumes this year.
I'm going to go as a man who eats crackers in bed. That way.
You mean itchy, dirty guy?
No,
dirty guy who got divorced?
No, my wife just tells everybody he's pretty good looking, isn't he? Wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers. Oh. And I'll be like, I do eat crackers. And she doesn't kick me out.
And she goes, yeah, but, and then she kicks you out of the bed. And you're like, so you're on the floor in your own cracker refuse being like, I made a huge mistake.
Where'd that saying come from? Was there a time that was people were eating crackers in bed all the time? I know. Anyway.
Are you done? You done with your weird segue?
Done with my weird segue.
All right. My movie for next time is it's from Belgium.
Cool.
Yeah,
Belgium,
it's a
they
movie.
make good movies.
This is you can find this on Tubi. I forget what its name in French is because they speak French in Belgium. But it did get a trauma release here in the States where it's dubbed. Although it's dubbed by the original actors, so I'm super excited about this. It's called Rabid Grannies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Find it on Tubi.
Rabid Grannies. This must be good.
And it's, it means got trauma. It's apparently, it's insanely gory.
Okay.
And it's more gory if you find the Belgian cut. If you watch the Belgian cut, the trauma version actually cut some of the gore out.
Okay.
So depending on how you want to watch this. But
yeah,
the version known as Rabid Grannies, you can find it on Tubi. Let me see. Let me get the French name really quick, just so if people want to watch an original cut. Les Mêmes Cannibales. That's probably not how you say it in French.
I get it.
Les Mêmes Cannibales. Yeah.
See, I like to eat cannibals in this movie. We moved right on to cannibals.
Oh my God. Tim, it's a cannibal theme.
We had Bear in last movie, Bear in this movie.
We've had we had a real theme of sexual assault and nudity.
Well,
that seemed
glad
we
we're
finally
done with
put an
that.
end to that. Yeah. I've been checking my movies now to make sure I scan through them to make sure there's nothing upsetting like that. Because I'm like, Europe, do better.
Well, all right.
Well.
That's it. Unless you want to
That
talk
is
about
it.
where the term "I wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers" comes from.
I think it came from Fleetwood Mac. It was actually something that Stevie Nicks said to Lindsey Buckingham when they were recording "Go Your Own Way."
Did he always eat crackers in bed?
And I'm just ruining your catchphrase. Go your own way.
Oh,
Just trying to. Yeah, come on, Tim.
Jesus. I'm trying to be present. All right.
You're trying
Go
to be president.
Your own way, present. Go your own way, people.
Eat crackers in bed. Be like Lindsey Buckingham. Don't be like Lindsey Buckingham. He was a
I think
scumbag.
it
Be
must
like
be
Stevie
from
Nicks. She's cool.
It must be from the 20s when people danced the jitterbug all night. And then in the morning, like, please bring me some crackers and some salt. I'm exhausted. I don't know.
You know, graham crackers were invented to replace your male virulence after you came.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Like
believe
the
that.
guy, Graham, who created it, he was like a health guru.
Oh, was he Kellogg? That guy?
No, he was Graham, but he was very similar to
was
Kellogg.
Graham.
Like his name was actually Graham.
Was his last name Cracker? George.
No, his name was Graham, you fucking idiot.
We better go. I'm trying to say goodbye. Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Bye, everybody.
This has been a Pity Party Line production.
Party line, it's a party line.
Man, I'm selling religious literature, man.
Yeah, well, I think you better move your ass down the road before I'm drawing some heavy muscle on you.
I've changed, man. I'm a different person. I'm a different man.